It's Sunday the 30th of April and hooray, we've had some rain today. I'm always moaning on about the weather, whether it's too nice or too hot or too cold or not dry enough, I don't know. I seem to go on about the weather quite a lot, but it has such an impact on what we do. So we haven't had much rain for the last, I don't know, week, 10 days or something. And the ground has really been dry, and also the plants outside are struggling. So to have had some rain today, it's just such a relief. Mr. J and I have been out today. We went to see our friend Merv and Emily, who live about half an hour away from us, because Merv had some plants for me. And here they are, 15 very lovely black Russian tomatoes, which I'm delighted about. These are tomatoes that one of his friends grew, and I've swapped them for some eggs. And those are his. These are my tomato plants. These are his. And these are mine. Spot the difference. So I'm really pleased to have some tomatoes that can go straight into the ground in our greenhouse here and get on with growing. In fact, I'm going to put about half of them in the greenhouse, and the other half I'm going to put out in the garden, because I have never grown tomatoes outside. So I thought I would put about half of these lovely little tomato plants in the garden, and half of these lovely little tomato plants in the garden, and just see how they get on. Now, we did have potato blight in the garden last year, so I'm hoping that it hasn't spread too far, and that the tomatoes will be fine out there and that they won't get hit by blight too. But it's certainly worth trying, and I'm all for an experiment in the garden. When we did our reshuffle of chickens a few days ago, we put some netting out the back. So this is down the side of the piggeries, and I put it in a circle going around here and around there. But the chickens very quickly learnt that they could bust out of the side of it and squeeze through some gaps and hop over the top. So I've rearranged the netting, and here it is, and then it goes along there to the side of the piggery. So now they've actually got the whole garden, the whole extent of this garden to forage around in, and they are so happy. They are seriously happy chickens. So it's raining at the moment, and they're still happily feeding away outside. They seem fairly unconcerned that Monty has just slunk around the corner over there. But it is lovely, because actually from the kitchen window, when I'm doing the washing up, I can see them out here enjoying themselves. And these are our 9-week-olds just over here, having a nice time. That's why they're so small, because they've still got an awful lot of growing to do. Yes, everyone seems to be enjoying that, so I think this was a good decision. And as so often happens, after the rain, the sun's come out and it's now absolutely lovely. So I'm sitting out here in the veg garden, and I thought it might be really useful to explain to you why I'm so keen to grow our own food. And there's a couple of reasons. And one of those is a financial thing. It's actually just much cheaper once you're up and running to be growing your own food. And the other one is a health reason, in that I seem to get really quite poorly when I eat food that's got a whole load of stuff that's been sprayed on it or drizzled on it or whatever, soaked on it, whatever they do with food that seems to have additional chemicals. So we grow organically here, which means that I know the majority of the food I'm getting is free of additives, it's free of chemicals, and we actually quite like that there's very few food miles involved. In fact, it's more like food feet. So I grow as much of our veg as I can, and I'm starting to grow our fruit. And there's some things I'll never be able to grow, because we can't grow bananas here, and we can't grow pineapples, and there's, rice and a whole load of other grains and pulses that we can't do here, or we couldn't do some of them in the volume that we'd need to, and others just won't grow because we don't have the right conditions. We have a temperate climate here, which means it never gets terribly hot and it never gets hugely cold for great lengths of time, and it's quite wet, but it's not tropical wet, so actually it's really good growing conditions. You know, that rain I've been asking for, it's arrived, and it's arrived with the most incredible thunderstorm. I don't actually know if you'll be able to hear much of what I'm saying at all, given how loud it is on the roof. But incredible thunder and incredible thunderstorm and lightning storm. It's really exciting. I've come round to the front of the house, where it's still just as wet. It's actually, I've opened the door and it's almost as warm outside as it is inside. It's I don't know why I'm so excited. I think possibly all the anions or the ions or the charged particles, whatever, are all popping around me, because this is just, it's so refreshing and it's really exciting. And if I don't stand inside any second now, I'm going to get very wet. Look how dark those clouds are. You can see how localised it is, because over that side it's really not bad at all, and out the very front there it's great as well. I'm hoping I can capture some of this beautiful lightning that's going on. But I am trying not to go out in it, because I don't want to get wet. That was a fantastic bit of lightning and thunder. I'm so hoping that that came out on my camera. I love storms like this. They clear the air, they refresh the ground, they lift my spirits. It does look like that's the worst. The worst of it is past. You can see the rain just pouring down from below those clouds. And the amount of time between the lightning and the thunder is getting longer, so it's definitely moving away. I'm keeping my camera focused on the same sort of bit of cloud, because that seems to be where most of the electrical charge is happening. The rain's stopped. The air smells lovely. The wind's picking up a bit. So I think the centre of the storm has definitely moved away from us now. Wow, that was exciting. Yeah, Birds are singing again. Well, there you go. That storm seems to have passed, at least for now. And the chickens had all run inside very rapidly to shelter from the storm, and they're starting to go outside again now, so they obviously think that the worst of that storm is over. If you're enjoying my vlogs, please hit the little thumbs up button, leave a comment below, share it on social media, and of course, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe.